Minecraft if the end was good. Spawning into the end island, you can see that they have 8 new pillars and a harder ender dragon to battle. Along with that, you have a nice new ores scattered around that all have their own purposes. And let's get into the end battle. Once you've defeated the ender dragon, you'll have your portal that returns you back into the overworld. And just like normal Minecraft, you will have a portal that gets you to the outskirt islands, where the adventure begins. Jumping into our first biome, we have the Helix Biome, or the Amber Lands biome, where it has a nice orange new wood, tons of new plants, got the glow pillar leaves, along with the pillar seeds, so these just grow like a normal plant, and then they slowly grow. You have just another plant that's around, and you have a whole bunch of root seeds, a whole bunch of stuff that goes into it. I love the orange color, the glowing, the kind of like particle effects that are going around it. And yeah, just a beautiful biome to go into. Let's jump in to our next biome. Jumping into our next biome, we have our Cor Forest, which has a purple style log. And the bark is actually very unique because it has a different color on it. Along with that, you get purple everything. Everything in here is purple. We have one of our first structures, as you can see, right here, which is just like a pillared, it has a whole new blocks, volcanic rock is in this. A whole bunch of new different blocks and styles that you can bring from the end. But yeah, forest, very purple. And we'll jump into our next biome. Jumping into our third biome, you have the Umbrella Jungle, which is supposed to be like a slime-based biome. You can jump right on these things. They're like basically a slime block. But these have a whole bunch of different plants. You have, jelly shrooms, twisted umbrella mosses. You have this plant, which I don't even know. The jelly shroom cap. You got the jelly shroom log. Adds a blue color, blue, green. But just looking at this from a distance, there's a lot of light, a lot of color. Brings a lot of life into the end, which the end is notorious for not having. And yeah, it just adds a complete new aspect into the end. Makes it fun to explore. But with that, let's jump right into our next one. Jumping into our next biome, we have the Lantern Woods, which displays like a reddish pinkish color for our wood color, and has a whole bunch of plants. You have all the like little mosses that are on it. There's this like kind of glowing blue moss, and there's a flax, but it's really inspired by the Chinese lanterns almost that are like floating into space. As you can see, they're all over the place. It's such a beautiful biome. Love the red/orange color, and it just looks absolutely wonderful. Jumping into our next biome is the Crystal Mountains, which has the Aurora Crystal, which is like the Aurora Borealis, and it actually changes colors as it sits here. So this is actually the same block as this. This is the next level. So it starts out like as a blue color, and then it goes into the purple, and it just looks absolutely wonderful. Makes it so interesting to go into the end and see everything that belongs in it. Not many plants are in this one. You have some moss coverings that are kind of everywhere, and some just mossy grass that goes everywhere, the crystal moss. Yeah, beautiful biome from a distance. Jumping into the Mega Lake Grove. So this has a nice bluish color. The wood is actually like a whitish yellow almost. This one is filled with life. You have all these different color flowers. I mean, these look like almost like a Black-Eyed Susan type flower. You got the creeping moss. But then you have your first end mobs that spawn in here. So you have the little slimes here, which look really cool. They're just end slimes. Then you have the actual end fish, which are a whole host of different colors. As you can see, they range in a whole bunch. Also, you have your cores. So you have your bubble cores, or coral, and your other plants that are in here, like almost like lily pads style. But yeah, a whole bunch of these, whole ecosystem of just plants. Such a beautiful biome. You also get a nice sound, so it sounds like crickets in this biome. Makes it so interesting to explore the end, and just such a beautiful biome. Jumping into the glowing grasslands, it has a lot of the same plants as that previous biome. You have, some glowing, everything glows in this biome. Just looks absolutely beautiful. You still have your escape portals that still spawn in naturally. But it's like a plains biome is the best way to describe it. Just a normal plains biome that you'd find in normal overworld Minecraft. Just colorful, not a lot of extra mobs or anything like that. But yeah, just an overall good biome. Our next biome is the Umbra Valley, which has this black stone and it's kind of looks like it's burnt and kind of dead. You got some red mushrooms almost. But the most unique thing is the stone color. So you have a whole bunch of new block palettes. This isn't all of them, but this is just a good example of what they are. And it adds another black color to Minecraft. While also having having a whole bunch of this, these are all actually the Umbra, but it's kind of natural. You need to silk touch the red to get it. But yeah, just a very unique kind of spirals biome. Almost looks like volcanoes in my opinion, but just a very cool, adds a little color, a little bit more detail than just the plain old yellow that you get today. Looking at one of our first structures that we come across, it's just one of those abandoned ships, it's fallen out of the sky and it crash landed here. It shows that they stopped floating. But there's a custom chest down here that have different types of loot in them. And also it still has the brewing stand, which allows you to get health potions. But yeah, just a abandoned ship. Next, we're looking at the Sulfur Springs biome, which has this really unique just smoke. It looks like all this is coming up from volcanic ashes. But the water color is all different. As you can see, green, then a light blue, and the normal watercolor. But it has this green haze to the entire biome, and offers a whole bunch of different stones. You have the sulfuric rock, and then the brimstone, which is a yellow. But just an overall, it adds some just vents, everything like that, and it just looks really cool. I mean, it's just a unique biome. It all smokes. You can see it from a distance. Adds a lot more color to this. As you look into playing this mod pack, you'll still find normal end cities that will have your elytra that's in there. They're a little bit harder to find because they blend in a lot more. And also you have to get through all the exploration of the biomes, but everything is set up exactly the same in vanilla Minecraft. There's different colored shulker boxes, so some of them are purple, some of them are pink, and yeah, overall it's the exact same structure and everything. There's not many changes, and you can find them pretty much the same spread out as normal. Jumping into another biome, we have the neon biome, the neon Oasis biome, which is just really displays the neon cactus, which grows in a really weird structure. As you can see, it's almost it is like a chorus fruit. But other than that, it has the same kind of end moss that you'll find in other biomes and same plants. It's really just the neon cactus that this one provides. Our next biome is the Dragon Graveyards biome, which is a overworld mushroom biome, which has almost a mycelium red color to it, but has a whole bunch of mushrooms. They have the smaller mushrooms which grow into these, which eventually become these. So it is a big growth process, and it makes it really cool. Adds a new element to it. And these are actually the graveyards. So they have the obsidian. So it looks like there was pillars almost at one point here. So it became a graveyard of a dragon. And overall, it's a red color. It looks beautiful. And yeah, jump into our next one. Jumping into our next biome, we have the Blossoming Spires, which displays a purplish, pinkish wood. And the bark is actually really cool. You could make some cool wall designs with that. but it displays a whole bunch of color and has a nice little like almost like frog and sounds and everything. It feels alive. Feels like it's a lot fun to walk through. The one thing I like about these biomes is they're not much more dangerous. You're not gonna die in this biome as much as you are in others. You know, it's just it's calm. It's peaceful. It adds a new element, new fun survival aspect to the end. Yeah, let's jump into our next biome. Our next biome is the Shadow Forest, which has this black forest feel to it. It displays a dark oak or a dark wood, dark purple wood, and it also has a plant that when you walk over it will give you blindness for a couple seconds. Along with it, you'll find a few of these they're almost like witch huts, but they have a loot table that gives you modded items that are a little bit better than netherite. So you have like this sword and a whole bunch of ingots, stuff like that, that add a new level of, to Minecraft. A lot more fun. You have books, you have the smelter, which allows you to smelt 2 things at once and get all the different stones. Yeah, overall, just a beautiful little black forest biome. So as you're exploring, you're going to see a lot of these ice starfields as well, and they're going to be literally everywhere. It's like ice particles that have frozen into space, or the end is kind of like a space biome. But yeah, all they are is just basically snow and ice, and they're going to be everywhere. So as you're flying around, you'll see them. Try not to hit them with your elytra that you just recently got, and yeah, jump into the next thing. So as of right now, I've explored about 14 of the biomes that this mod pack has to offer. There are 24 total, so there's still 10 more out there for you to explore and find on your own. You might have seen a few of them while I was flying around in the video. Feel free to go back and look at them. But you'll also find these portals everywhere that are going to another dimension, which is for you to explore. You need 6 items to actually open up the portal. And they'll be dotted around everywhere, and they look awesome, and what's inside of it is just amazing, and you definitely need to go check it out. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, please just consider hitting that subscribe button and like the video and comment down below what your favorite biome is, and I'll leave a download link for you to find everything, and I'll see you guys in the next video.